Congratulations on your purchase of a MagnaDrive coupling. This video demonstrates key steps in the installation of the MagnaDrive coupling and should be used in conjunction with the detailed instructions contained in your coupling installation manual. Before unpacking, handling, or installing the coupling, it is essential to read and understand the safety precautions included in the manual. Also, refer to your installation manual for a complete list of pre-installation work requirements and the tools and equipment necessary to complete your installation. The instructions and demonstrations in this video have been used successfully across a variety of applications. While variations are possible in the installation process to meet specific conditions at each site, certain operations should be performed exactly according to the instructions to ensure safe and efficient operation. Please contact MagnaDrive with questions about or problems with any portion of the installation process. This video is divided into 4 segments to help facilitate the installation of a MagnaDrive coupling: unpacking, base site and shaft preparation, installing the coupling, and motor placement and coupling alignment. The major components of the MagnaDrive coupling as shipped are the installation manual, the completed coupling, hubs, and B-lock clamps. Motor base modifications should all be complete, including the slotted holes for the motor foot bolts and the motor feet jack screws. Ensure the DBSE, the distance between shaft ends, is correct according to the sizing requirements. Install the motor and load shaft half keys and file and sand the shafts as required to provide a smooth, clean fit for the hubs. Make sure the shafts are free of any oil, grease, or anti-seize. This is to ensure proper torque transmission between the shaft and the hub. Measure motor and load shaft runout and end play. Test fit of the hubs should be done at this time. The hubs should be free to rotate and slide once aligned. Shrink disc screws should be loose to allow the compression ring of the shrink disc to slide on the hub. Install the hubs onto the shafts until the shaft end is flush with the end of the hub. If there's interference, verify clearance of the half key. Do not force this assembly. Hone the hub inner diameter to loosen the fit if necessary. Tighten the shrink disc clamp bolts until the hub cannot be hand rotated independent of the shaft. Place the dial indicator on the hub and measure and adjust the radial and face runout, ensuring the total indicated runout of each face is less than 1/1000th. If total indicated runout exceeds specifications, locate the high point of runout at 12 o'clock and apply a blow with a soft-sided mallet on the edge of the hub to correct runout. Final torque the shrink disc bolts in a circular pattern. Record shrink disc screw torque and total indicated runout on your installation checklist. Be sure to inspect and clean the mating surfaces. Verify the runout measurements to ensure that the hub stayed in position and correct if necessary. Using the proper lifting gear, place the coupling conductor flange onto the motor shaft hub flange. Using thread locking compound on the bolts, torque the hub bolts to the specified torque using a crisscross tightening pattern. Move the motor and coupling into position to engage the load side hub with the magnet rotor hub using the hub flange bolts and thread locking compound. The motor and coupling may need positioning to line up horizontally and vertically, either by slight movements of the magnet rotor or shimming the motor. Tighten to the specified torque using a crisscross pattern. It's important to adjust the motor feet jack screws until an even air gap between both magnet rotors and conductor plates is achieved. Check angular alignment and shim the motor feet as required to equalize the readings. When aligning the coupling, the goal is to get the magnet rotors as centered as possible inside the conductor housing. Refer to the installation manual for a more detailed explanation of this procedure. Torque the motor foot bolts to specification and recheck the air gap and angular alignment.